morning, happy Friday, welcome to Hunky Dory TV. My name's Amy Wilkes and I'll be presenting the show today alongside Lisa. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning.
Happy 10th Little Book anniversary.
Rolls off the tongue.
It does, doesn't it? And that is what we are here to celebrate today. Also in the demonstration corner, we have got the lovely cat.
Good morning.
You
Hi.
okay?
Yes, I am.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you.
10 years.
It's mad, isn't it?
It is crazy, isn't it?
Where the time goes at all.
I know. Wow. And there will be people watching, won't there, that remember the very first little book
Yes,
that
I wonder
we
if
did.
anybody still got it.
Let us know. So it is time for a celebration. Can you believe it has been 10 years since we launched our first ever little book, which Lisa has just informed me was called Crafty Verses. So for the next week, we will be celebrating all things little books. We've got new products, competitions, and an extra special offer for you. But before we get into that, let's have a look at our Win It Weekly. And what a fabulous prize for a birthday celebration day. We are giving 3 lucky winners the chance to get their hands on one of our adorable scoreboards worth $34.99. All you need to do is like, share and comment your answer to the following question. What year did the first superhero appear in a comic? Was it A, 1947, was it B, 1933, or was it C, 1936? And I think we've established this week, I've no idea.
So they're all very, very close together, aren't they?
Yes,
I
they
would
are.
have gone earlier, if anything. But then again, when you think about... I think I went with C. I think that was my choice, but it's complete guesstimation.
I think that maybe went for CSD because it was kind of the one in the middle. But if you know, make sure you like, share and comment to be in with your chance to win one of these scoreboards. And we will announce the winners in today's show, won't we? I love a Friday show because we get to give lots away. Let's go. So we are celebrating Little Book's 10th anniversary. So in honour of doing that, we are giving you 10% off everything on our website with the promo code LittleBooks10. So this ends on midnight, the 11th of May. So you have got over a week to use this discount code. So LittleBooks10 will get you 10% off everything on the website. And it says here, even gift vouchers.
Well, that's a bit cheeky.
It is, isn't it?
Wow.
I know if any other company offers a discount, it always excludes
Vouchers?
gift vouchers, doesn't it? So if you're thinking of making some purchases over the next month or so, next few months, maybe get yourself or friends, family, those gift vouchers. So must be added to orders at the basket stage, cannot be added after checkout. So do make sure you put that promo code in before you check out and you will get yourself 10% off up until the midnight on the 11th of May. I love that.
Yes.
And
And the fact that it's not just little books.
Yes.
It's
everything.
discount as well, so it'll come off your. Someone's just asking in the comments.
Okay.
It'll come off your subtotal after discounts.
Okay, so the 10% will come off after discount, so you will still get your club discounts and then another 10% off that as well.
We might as well just start giving everything away. It's getting silly.
I mean, we're halfway there already, aren't we?
Yeah.
So make sure you check out our website. If there's any products that you've been wanting, then make sure you get them with that 10% discount. So let's have a look at some of the cards that we can make with these brand new little books. How how stunning are all of those cards? I'm thinking there was a few sneak peeks of other things that we have got coming up on the show. So to launch the 10th birthday celebrations, we are launching 3 brand new little books. If you want all 3 of them, they are £19.98 or £17.98 if you are a Diamond Club member. So you're saving £9.99. So it's basically 3 for the price of 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if there's 2 you want, just grab this bundle here. So all 3 for just £19.98. So the 3 new ones that we have got Ladybirds. Look at those, and we will go through and have a look through them all. We have got your Roses, and then lastly we have got your window scenes. So anybody who is not familiar with little books, each of these contain 120 pages featuring 20 different designs. So you can see here, I love this Ladybird one, how you can use your nesting dies to create your pyramage, an invitage. You can fussy cut around these as well. Just cut them out with your shaped nesting dies. Or if you want to, you can just mat and layer them onto your card fronts, and then you've got 120 cards per little book as well. Just gorgeous. Oh, look at that one. It's almost like stained glass, isn't it, that one?
So clever.
Absolutely stunning. And am I right, Lisa, in saying that the price of these hasn't gone up in the 10 years?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure you're right.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what Anne-Marie said on Hobby Maker yesterday, that when they launched 10 years ago, they were this price as well.
Yeah, I remember buying one about 10 years ago and it was 10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's, yeah. We don't do inflation here, do we?
No.
But you can see all of, oh, look at these ones. That's where we all need to be this weekend, isn't it?
Yes, please.
In a hammock, surrounded by flowers.
So
In the
cute.
watering can. So you are getting 6 of each of these designs within this book. I mean, these are going to work perfectly with so many other things that you've got in your collections, any florals. What was the delightful die cut pads we did with the garden visitors,
with
wasn't
the
it?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and then we can't do a little book of ladybirds without a gnome in it.
We'll get one in there.
Absolutely, I love that little ladybird house there. So 120 pages in each one. Just all different styles as well. That's what I love about the little books, isn't it? It's the same theme, but lots of different styles within there. So that is your Ladybirds first little book. Next up we have got Roses.
Oh, I've not given you any cards.
Do you know what? I literally just thought that when I put that first one down. We'll show you. We'll find some cards. This one is your Roses. So within here, you've got all those different colours within here. Look at that one. Almost looks 3D, doesn't it?
It really does. It's
Yeah.
really popping off the page, that,
Really
isn't it?
painted. And I can imagine if you fussy cut around that and layered up that sort of flower
Yes,
in the centre there.
beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous. You've got your rainbow ones. Absolutely love all of this, and I think this book is going to work for any occasion, isn't it? Lots of different people. I mean, it could be thinking of you, couldn't it? Birthdays. I love that one on the sort of on the denim background there. Again, the textures that you are getting within here. So these are your A6 little books. You can see how you could sort of trim into these.
So
And we
great.
will, throughout the show, be giving you some more ideas as to how you can use all of these.
We will try.
We definitely will. You've got the scenes there as well. I mean, that you could just add onto the front of your card. A sentiment here, and that is your card done, isn't it?
Yeah, beautiful.
Again, that could be a wedding bouquet. They're just gorgeous. I love all the different colours within here, the different styles. That almost looks a bit sort of steampunky, doesn't it?
Is,
Yeah,
and
with the
there's
sort of...
just so many different things. And I think we're getting 6 of each as well. There's some like really beautiful designs there. If you were just having like a small tea party and things like that, they would work great for invitations and stuff.
Definitely. Oh, look at those red roses, maybe for an anniversary there. Just some more. Oh, the basket of flowers. You can see there's just so many. I mean, you could just put that into sort of a small box frame, couldn't you?
Yeah, definitely. And again, it's another one of those, because the way it's been designed, it already looks like it's popping off the page without you doing anything
without you
to
having
it.
yeah. So that one there, 120 pages, is your little book of roses. If you do want to buy them individually, you can do. They are $9.99 or $8.99 if you are a Diamond Club member. But don't forget, the little books are on offer at the moment, any 3 for 2. Is that all of them that we've got on the website? Yep, so you can mix and match older ones with these new ones. So if you want to do that, check out our website, any 3 for 2, and that will be discounted in your basket, won't it? And then put the other code in and you get another 10% off. I mean, these deals are just great, aren't they? Have we got cards? Oh, perfect.
I've not got many.
So we will show you how you can use these. So you can see how that one has just been fussy cut and just added onto the front of there. Gorgeous with those sentiments as well. This one, the lovely one with the denim background there on your retirement. And this may or not be a sneak peek
Yes.
of something we've got coming up in the show as well. And another one there. Oh, that's perfect, isn't it? That sentiment, matching it with that arch in there as well. You can see how many different styles of cards you can make. That one just be matte and layered onto your gold mirror, and then a sentiment added. So your little books are also really good for quick cards as well, aren't they?
Yeah,
That one.
definitely. But you can still make quick cards that are a little bit different as
Yes,
well. It doesn't just
definitely.
need to be stick a little book page on,
Yeah.
a sentiment and go. You can still do quick things, but a little bit more experimental.
Yeah. Oh, look
Oh,
at
I
this.
love that.
How lovely is that? So these panels here, so this one here, here and here, have sort of been die cut out and sort of matted onto that sort of black cardstock. And then just using that in the background. But you can see how you can make sort of a 7x7, 8x8 card with these as well, just by adding some of your papers or patterned cardstock.
I love how we've used the different shapes there as well, because usually when we bring out our dies, we stick to the circles or we stick to the squares.
Yes.
Really shows that you
It's
can
really
mix
nice
and match.
idea, isn't it? Yeah. And then this one, just using it as sort of a gatefold, so cutting that image in half and then having the repeat of that on the inside. And we say you get 6 of each there, so you can make your gatefolds with them as well. Oh, look at these. Let's bring these.
Come back there.
So these, look at the little frames on them. That's what you can see them. And they are magnets, so you could put these onto your fridge, couldn't you? But again, you can see all those different shaped nesting dies that you can use with these as well. They are gorgeous, aren't they? Absolutely stunning. So we're going to go over to Kat for a demo.
Yes, and Kat is going to be naughty and give you a sneak peek, because why not?
Because that's what we like.
I'm just going to go in and own it straight away. So we're going to do a nice 8x6. And I've started with my blank, and I've cut myself down already a matten layer just to the full size of the card. And we are doing ladybirds first up. Sorry if I didn't say that. I think one of my absolute favourite images. I love the really like cute designs in there, but
Yes.
I love some of these that are really a little bit dark. You know, a girl with a dark and twisty nature. I do like things that are a little bit more, and I'm feeling the vibes today. I've got quite a thingy vibe going on. So this is the one that I'm taking to start off with. I thought I brought more gold. Maybe let me pinch another piece.
Got enough?
Yeah, we will make it work. And I have taken, this is from a Duo design pad, just a paper again that I think works really, really well with it. I'll cut this down to 8x6.
Brings in that gold, the gold tones in it as well,
It
doesn't
does, yeah. And I think I can chop from anywhere on here. I don't think it matters. So we're going to come 3 notches under the 6 by 3 under the 8. Not too far away because we've got quite a bit of trimming to do in this one. So we are. Give that a good
love
coverage.
ladybirds though.
They do. There's something they always make you smile, isn't it?
Yes.
Isn't it funny how we get attached to some insects but not others?
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
really weird.
Were
It
you?
always baffles me that they're a type of beetle, and beetles terrify me.
But ladybirds. Yeah, and I think that's the thing, isn't it? We used to have a static caravan, and you closed it for a couple of months over
Yes.
the winter, and then I remember the first day we opened it for the sort of the summer, and there must have been at least 100 ladybirds
Wow.
in the window frame, like they'd just sort of almost like hibernated in the window frame. But if that was spiders,
Yeah,
I
you'd
would
be
have been
thinking, wouldn't
absolutely
you?
terrified.
Yeah, or
but
flies
because
or
it was
something like.
ladybirds,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they're so cute. Yeah.
So we are going to go in. These are coming up later in the show, don't worry. And we are going to take one of our Aperture frames, and this is going to be the base. So you can see already. So I'm not going to mat and layer this because we'd just be wasting a mat and layer. We're going to cover that up. I just wanted to place it down so I know where it is.
If anybody's reading the comments, we have posted that if you've ever wanted to design your own hunky-dory product, now is the chance. We will give you more information on that later on in the show.
So I've put it on with construction glue so I can just go back in with the frame, and I've just got a little bit of wiggle room, making sure I've got it exactly where I want it. We're not going to put that down yet because I am going to add a few more layers on to here. So with this one, we've not mentioned the book yet, have we?
Not yet, no.
So I'm going to use one of the ideas out of the book that's coming up shortly, and we are just going to chop down some layers. We're not using dies or anything. We're just going to, first of all, I am going to take, I think I'm going to be quite generous. Let's take 3/4 of an inch off each side, because I've still got to make sure, I might have to come back and take more, that it's going to show in my aperture. So let me just come back, pop this on here, and if I do that, yeah, we've definitely got room there. So I will then, I'll go back, I'll come and take another piece in a bit. So I'm going to take another layer, and this time I'm not going to do it so it's pyramid. I just want to take a section from over here just to play around with it a little bit. So if I take 1.5 inches off this side, and then just 1 inch off, no, just do 1.25 inches off this side. Just want a little panel in the middle, and then I'm going to take 1.25 inches off the top of the bottom, so I know it's shorter than my other section. So that will sit there, but over to the side a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit more of a sliver off so it doesn't look like, so it looks like it's purposefully to one side, not that I've just got it wrong. Which it wasn't. I did purposely want it to one side. You heard me say that beforehand. And then I am just going to cheat with my mat and layers here because it's with chopping them down. We don't know exactly where they were. So I'm just going to take this, line it up against the corner of my card where I want that mat and layer to sit naturally. And we can do that for one.
That's so much easier sometimes, isn't it? Just using your pen and just marking on the back of the cardstock.
You know you're going to get it exactly
Yeah.
where you want it there as well. So that was for that one. I'm just going to double check. Yeah, nice and fine border there. And then again with this. And sometimes it helps if you're wanting like a really narrow border as well, more than usual. It's just easier to do it this way. So again, on there, like that. Take this down. And we can mat and layer these up now. Again, I'm using the construction glue that work absolutely fine with your little book pages. Gives you that wiggle room again when you're doing slightly finer mat and layers, but it won't bubble or come through as long as you put like a nice even flat coat on it. If you make it dead blobby, and I'm trying to think of the right word.
We all know what you mean by that.
Gloopy, you know, if you go too heavy with it, then you will get that. But if you keep it nice and flat to the page, you should be absolutely fine.
It is nice to have that little bit of wiggle room time, isn't it?
Yeah. So we'll pop that on there. Now, my first layer, again, I'm going to sit the frame over the top so I know where I'm working. We'll put it on the right way round. I am going to put this on flat. Just because I don't want it coming too much off the card, because I'm going to have to raise my frame because we're going to add a little bit of extra detail to that in a moment as well. So I can just layer that back up onto the original image, make sure everything's sat in the right place.
Debbie's put on here about knowing how much edge of mat and layering you should have showing, but I think it's personal preference, isn't it?
Absolutely personal preference.
Yeah.
And you'll see we change it up from project to project.
Definitely.
Sometimes my go-to, if I'm just doing my everyday standard mirror mat and edge, is I come 3 notches under my original size, which is the equivalent of 3/16 on your trimmer. But like I said, sometimes if there's not a lot of accent foiling going on the card, I might make it a little bit narrower.
Yes, I usually do 2.
Yeah. When I'm using something other than mirror, I will sometimes take it up. So if I'm using like Adorable Scoreable and I'm wanting to pop that colour in for a reason, then I might go to 1/4 of an inch and things like that, just to make it stand out, to make it the feature. So we're just going to layer that up on there. And then we've got our frame. Now, before I pop that down, I'm just going to add a little bit of detail. So I've got some of this beautiful foil that we've got, but I don't want to pop that fully over the top because it's going to take away from the image. What I am going to do is we're just going to poke out a little bit of detail in the corners. So if I add a little bit of tape to the top here, and then layer it over the edge, so we've got like a nice kind of angle going on.
Oh, nice. That's such a good idea, because then you've got the detail, haven't you, without covering all of the image, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just adds another layer, another texture, but without doing that. So we'll do that on that, and then we'll add a little bit more at the bottom.
And also, it doesn't use a lot then, does it?
No, you can be really, really frugal with it, like I'm going to do here. Just making sure. I want this angle, don't I? My brain's gone. Why can't I do it? There we go. That angle. There. That's right.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, I when I was working yesterday, I came a piece of acetate on my desk that was like cut crown shape a bit, you know, like this. It got like all these weird triangles out of it. And I was like, what have I done with that to make it that shape? But I realise now I'd done something like this for a show that's coming up. So you can just see, just by adding that in, it gives you that extra windowed kind of effect, but without taking away from the main image. So because we've got 1 layer of foam pads here, I'm going to add 2 to the top and the bottom. Please go in and add more when you're doing it in real life. Come all the way around the sides, but just for time, I'm just going to do top and bottom.
I love the colours of this one.
It's stunning, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love these.
With the pop of gold in it as well.
Yeah,
Right.
and that little bit of red from the ladybirds. So we'll take that off there, and we can just line this back up over the top.
Michelle says, novel way of using acetate. As usual, Cat is blowing my mind.
Oh. And then we will just take, I've got a sentiment from one of the bigger books. I'm not sure which one, because I grabbed it in a panic, but we are going to take that. And I've gone for the creamy colour just so it contrasts against, and we'll just pop that at the bottom there. We're already on our card blank. You could go in with some gold gems around the corners if you wanted to. But I think, again, we've used 3 little book pages, so you've still got another 3 to go with that design.
Definitely.
But I just think...
That is gorgeous. I love that use of the acetate as well. And those frames,
Yeah.
they just make it super quick to do as well, don't
really
they?
make it pop, don't they?
That is gorgeous. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we will have those frames coming up later on in the show. Thank you, Kat. Next up, we want to show you the final little book in this release, which is the window scenes. This is such a clever idea, isn't it? Oh. Who wants to be here now?
I know. Me, please.
Yeah. So all different window scenes. Again, it is the same concept, 120 pages, 6 each of your 20 designs. And you've got that sort of, it's almost like a porthole, isn't it? The beach scene. And you can see you could fussy cut around that. How good is that one?
Very modern as well at the same time,
Yes.
isn't it? Got that kind of...
Perfect for sort of teenagers, that is. Even,
Yeah.
like, you can see she's got a book on her lap. Maybe even good luck with exams.
Yes,
We've got
definitely.
GCSEs, A-levels starting in the
Ooh,
UK
haven't
soon.
we?
We have, haven't we?
Yeah, my boy's got his this morning.
Oh.
Ah.
Will he let you know how he's got on?
I hope so.
Yeah.
He said he will.
Oh, bless
I
him.
did ask for a phone call, and I got the biggest,
Step.
dirtiest look.
Oh, okay.
You could think he was like, I'll
Yeah.
text you. And I was like, all right, okay.
Maybe a 2-word text is going
Yeah.
to be okay. But that would be perfect for that, isn't it? Maybe going off to university. This one you could have, you've got the champagne and the glasses there, so maybe an anniversary or a wedding card. Oh, look at that one. The cat just looking out.
So stunning.
That'd be my cat meowing and the door's already open.
Yeah.
Although it was 4:08 this morning,
Wow.
my cat wanted to come in. The gorgeous sort of icy scene with the hot air balloon. But just so many, as we say with these, so it's a theme with so many different variations, isn't it, in
Yeah.
terms of the colours and the occasions you could use them for. That could be a party invite. Got those butterflies there. It could be a thinking of you card.
Love that one.
I love the colours in that one. You can just see sunset, would you say?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one with the planets. Just so many different just imagery, isn't it? And you've got, oh look, one for cat there.
How did that get in
Oh,
there?
I wonder.
That's my dream place.
You open your bedroom curtains and there's a Highland cow in the garden.
One day.
Yes.
One day we are manifesting. It will happen.
You've got the castle there, sort of the fairy princess castle. The couple there. You've got the little swans on the lake. So 120 pages within there. 20 different designs within your window scenes. So let's have a look at some of the cards that have been made with it. Oh, I love this. So this here has been sort of fussy cut around that frame and layered up there. You can see with your acetate to make that box front. And we've got this one using, it's almost like the porthole, isn't it? With
Yes.
the anchor and the lighthouse on there. Gorgeous with that twine as well. Again, there's acetate on here, so these have been fussy cut out So you can see if you are into your fussy cutting, there's so many options that you've got with these. This one again, these ones have been cut out, just layered up with your...
I think I might be. If I could look out my window and see the planets that close, I'd be worried we were coming close to an apocalypse.
I think I'm a bit scared, yeah. The cat doesn't seem to mind.
No, not at all.
And then that gorgeous sort of holiday scene there. And you can see these frames that we've got, even the inside of that frame has been used within the background there. So lots of different ideas of how you can use these little books. If you do want more ideas, then we have the big book of little book ideas. So you have got a 68-page handbook. And somebody decided, because there's 120 pages in a little book, that we should do 120 ideas. So this was definitely a labour of love, wasn't it?
Yes.
But so worth it, because you are going to be able to really utilise how you use your little books. So this is $9.99, or if you are a Diamond Club member, $8.99, and you can see all of those different ideas as to how you can use your little books. And then if we go through, you've got your essentials to what you are needing, matting and layering, which is what we were talking about earlier, wasn't it? So within here, for each idea, we've used one of the new little books, the three that we've launched today, and then the other two ideas are from other little books that we've released as well. So you've got Aperture card fronts, we've got those coming up, we've got triptych and quartered cards, we have got decoupage cards, you've got your pyramage, we won't do all of them, you've got creating apertures with your little books, we've got easel cards and your gatefold cards. So if you do tend to do the same style of card with your little books, this is going to be the best purchase, isn't it?
It is, yes.
You've got your die cutting shapes, using them with your sentiment dies. So you're going to be able to bring in other things from your stash notelet sets. You've got your fridge magnets, and we showed you some of those earlier, the ones with the ladybirds on. We've got scrapbook pages, plaques that you can do. So 120 different ideas. This is going to be one of those handbooks that sits on your craft desk. I think it's definitely going to be on ours, isn't it?
Oh, definitely.
So for any new releases of little books, we will be using this. But also, if you've bought the new ones today, or if you've got other little books that you've purchased from us in the past, then this is going to be a game changer, I think.
Definitely, because like I said, the reason we've used books from the past as well is just to show you that these haven't just been designed to work with the styles that you've got today. You can take these ideas and incorporate them. Some you might just have to put a little twist on, but you can change them to all the different kind of little book pages that you're going to get, which is thousands that have been and probably thousands to come.
Definitely. And it might be that you choose which little book and page you want to use, and then have a look in here for an idea.
Yeah.
Or it might be that you go to this first and pick an idea, and then sort of go to your little books and see, you know, which one is going to be best to use for that design. But 120 ideas, I think, is just fabulous, isn't it? And don't forget, use code littlebooks10 and you will get 10% off our website as well. So we'd mentioned it earlier, and it was in the comments. Have you ever wanted to design your own hunky-dory product? Well, now is your chance. To celebrate the 10th anniversary of our little books, we're giving you the chance to design your own little book, and one lucky winner will have their idea made into a real hunky-dory little book that we will sell on our website.
How mad's that?
All you need to do is place an order between now and the end of the birthday celebrations, which is the 11th of May. So all you need to do, place an order and then head over to the Hunky Dory Hub to find out how to enter. All you need to do, I think there's been some comments about Do the people need to do the artwork? You don't. We've got amazing people here that will do all of that for you. Because if you're anything like me, I am the world's worst drawer.
I know, can you imagine having to come up with all those ideas?
If I got 2.5 out of 10 for my art homework, I was happy with that. That was the level I was at. So you don't need to do anything like that. All you need to do is to come up with a theme and maybe sort of the types of things that you would want to see within that theme. You don't need to do any artwork or anything. We will do all of that for you. So place an order with us, then check out the Hunky Dory Hub to enter. That is so exciting.
It is so
Can you imagine
exciting.
somebody is going to sort of have their own little book that they have come up with the concept for.
Yes.
And you will also receive a copy of that when it is produced. So please make sure you try and think of some ideas. Is it one entry?
It's 1 entry per person.
One entry per person. And you have got till the end of the birthday
Yeah.
celebrations.
Yeah, so it'll close on the 11th, and then Dan and Jen will get together, look at all the ideas,
Yeah.
pick one, and we'll let them know who's won by the 16th, I think.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, so you need to enter by 11th of May, and then people here will get together, look at all those ideas, and we will let you know by the 16th of May. And that little book will be in production and released before the end of the year.
Yeah.
So sort of within the next 6 months, you may have your little book on sale. That is so exciting.
Are we entering?
I don't know if we're allowed. We need to check the T's and
We
C's.
all want to.
We all want to. We were discussing it before the show, weren't we? Some of the ideas that we had. So yes, please do check that out. But we now need to come back over to you, Kate, if that's okay, for another demo.
Do another demo?
You do,
You
come
don't
on.
ask for much, do you? So we are going to go with that beautiful little porthole scene because it's absolutely stunning. We're going to do a nice 7x7 card. And this one is absolutely screaming to be cut into and have that kind of aperture effect. So again, let's do a basic mat and layer for our card. Let's get the boring stuff out the way and done. So this is 7x7 and fill the full card size.
I think when people get that big book of little book ideas, though, you'll be able to see the types of pages that you can use, can't you? Sort of
Yeah.
start to recognise how you could use each page.
And then again, this is another duo design pad. I did look at the name before I came in, but apologies, it's just gone. It's like crackled and florals on the side, so you wouldn't necessarily put the florals with the porthole, but I think this lovely crackle background. So it just shows that you can really, really mix and match designs and
Yes,
and
definitely.
pads. So just have a look through your stash and see what you've got, because you might find something where you're not expecting to see it that works perfectly.
Yeah, definitely. Michelle says, Kat, your books have already been done. Cows and Wild West, I think you're covered.
I think I am, haven't I? But no, but I'm just thinking of like fun ideas, because every now and again...
Country
there's
singers,
links-
that would be your idea.
just a
Little book of country singers.
I don't know. I think something like little book of fast food. I think images like that could be really fun for making cards with and stuff.
Oh, that's a good idea.
My mind instantly went to food when it came up with this title.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah,
Because
because
it's such a universal kind of... Who doesn't love a burger and chips or a milkshake and things like
because
that?
I used that topper yesterday out of the
pizza.
Whopper topper
Yeah.
pad, the fries and the
Chinese. It's so universal for
yes,
everybody.
yeah. And
Yeah.
and also a lot of time food does represent a celebration of some sort, doesn't it, as well?
So if anybody wins with that idea, you've got to give me half your little book. Or take me out for a meal.
Yeah.
Open to offers.
And I'm stood here now thinking it's... Oh, I can't wait to see what all the ideas are.
So that is our background done. And I'm being really naughty. You're getting another sneak peek because we've not showed these yet. We have the new...
One step ahead today, Lisa.
I am. What are these called?
Mirror mats.
But they're not myriad, they're
adorable
scoreable mats. So they work exactly the same as the mirror mats that you would get for your little book pages, but these are in the wonderful, adorable scoreable colours. So I've brought in 2 shades here because I think I might use one for a bit of something else. I'm going to go with this more royally blue for this one. And we will pop this down as our background. So these are designed to be perfectly sized to have that perfect border, mat and layer border all the way around without you having to do any trimming or cutting whatsoever. So we'll pop that on there. And then my next layer, I have started cutting these out. I need to remember which way I go in. So my next layer is going to be this one. So I've cut round the main porthole. And I've started fussy cutting in around the lighthouse. So I'm just going to finish that off. I'm not going to worry too much about the detail. Although this is the layer we're going to see, because we're going to kind of do it a little bit differently because we need to bring in the foreground again. So I'm going to just take this round here.
Oh, I like that idea. Little book of lazy hobbies.
Yes.
Watching TV, phone, computer.
Yeah.
That's a clever idea.
That's a very good idea. Eating junk food. That's a lazy hobby.
Yeah, you could combine those two ideas.
Together. Yeah. So we're just going to take that out of there. And this is going to be our next layer. So I've cut the excess away just so I've not got too much, even though with the next layer we're going to keep it in. But just so you've not got too many bits that you don't need, bulking it all up together, and it just means sticking it down is a bit easier. So let me find the appropriate foam pads. So I'm going to go with my medium-sized strips just so I can get them all the way around.
I think the one reason why these are so popular, the little books, obviously 10 years popular. Yeah. I think they're good for any crafter, aren't they? So yes. People who are just starting out in the paper crafting world, you can mat and layer them. You get really lovely cards by doing that.
Yeah.
But then also, if you are a more experienced crafter, your fussy cutting, your dyes, you can bring lots of other elements in as well, can't you? And
the value for money as well.
Yes,
you know,
definitely.
There's sometimes that we love our full kits and everything, but you know, even though they're extremely good value, we all have those times of the month where we can't run to something.
Yeah.
But to get 120 crafting pages for less, which it's going to work out at the moment, than $9.99, is such a good value way to do it. And if you're selling your cards and things like that, or we know a lot of people use little book cards for like charity cards and things like that.
Yes.
The outlay that you've got to put out is minimal.
Yes,
for what you can get back.
And I think when we do releases in threes of the little books, if you get all three, I don't think there's an occasion or a person that isn't covered within those 3 books. You've got such a variety within them.
So that is our first layer, and I want it, instead of coming out, because we're looking through the window, aren't we? So even though I've built this one out, the next one, what I'm going to do is take more of the main image away. So we're just going to go in with our knife again. We're going to come all the way around this circle, but we're going to keep the outside there. Again, I'm not being too precise because I'm under time pressure here. I'm sure you can do a much better job than me. So we're just going to, I'm going to cheat. I think that I might shoot myself in the foot here. I am going to, let me see what I've done with my anchor. I'm going to cut away the top of my anchor because I am going to layer that back in again over the top. But I am going to make sure I come round the top of the shells because I want to keep them in the design. But I just want to make it as easy as possible for me going forward. And then if we put this back on the top now, you can see that we've still got that lovely pop-out element in the middle, but we're still looking through the image to the back. And the beauty of this now is that I know, instead of having to figure out where to double up my foam pads on here, because I'm using the full image, I can just do it on the bits of space that we've got round the side here. Ooh, that wasn't very neat. Sort that one out. So let's just cut this away. We can layer it back on the top. Again, please be a bit more precise than me. I'm having a very naughty do as I say, not as I do day, but
it's Friday.
It is Friday. We can get away with that. And then carefully, again, you can use a little bit of construction glue if you want that wiggle room here. You can layer this back on top, and we're going to get that beautiful pop-up detail. Layer that in there. And it just really, really builds this image out. And like I said, we could afford to go away and cut off a little bit of the time with the fussy cutting round that anchor, because I'm going to go back in with one that I've already done. So again, I think this takes 4 of your 6 pages, so you've still got 2 left for something else.
And then what you could do then is just use 1 per card then. So you've still made 3 cards from that one image, haven't you? Yeah.
So I'm going to pop this on here. But before I do that, I'm going to take another one of my mirror mats. I was going to take a scoreboard. Scoreboard! Woohoo! Is it hiding? Well, it's down here. And we're going to do my favourite thing, and we're just going to add some details in the background. Because again, even though these are great for mat and layering, they're great just for additional details on your cards without chopping into bigger bits of cardstock. I would have one for just cutting sentiments and things out of as well. I think it would be absolutely fabulous for stuff like that.
So you don't have to cut into your larger A4 sheets.
Take the top layer off that, just give it that kind of look around the edges.
It's great how you can do sort of a patterned cardstock just by scoring it, isn't it, and using your sanding blocks.
Yep. So I'm just going to put this. I should have a goal. Well, it's bigger than a mirror mat, isn't it? Because that is mirror mat size. So again, I'm just going to use my trick of doing that. But like I did just say here, look how different they look, and it's literally took us seconds.
That's what I mean.
Seconds to do.
Nikki said she loves these window cards. I think it's such a clever theme, isn't it?
It's a very good concept. And what's better in life than sat looking out of a window, taking everything in, people watching. It's amazing. I've always dreamed of some point, Highland Cow's optional, but having one of those houses that you see in the cottages where they have like the window seats and you could just sit in there with a book and gaze out, and it'd be so much fun.
Yeah, I'd like to be able to see the sea from...
Yes. Oh yeah, that's definitely a dream of mine too. So we'll pop this on here. Now, you could probably, if you were wanting to save this and you were making 2 of these cards, cut this in half, because you'd only need a bit of it. So you could cut that in half and just use that.
See, yeah.
Or we could put this... Oh, no, actually, I quite like it where it's poking out the side. My foam pad placement today has been hysterical. You have days like that, don't you?
Yes, yeah.
Some days you can do a work of art with your foam pads and you think, do you know what? I could use that on the front of a card.
Yeah.
Other days it's like, you're going where you are. Thank God no one can see you.
I know. I did a card yesterday. It took me 3 attempts to get the mats and layers right.
It's mad, isn't it? We'll pop that over there, and then again from a little book, we have just got this here. So I'm going to build this up a little bit because we've got obviously a few layers of, again, do as I say, not as I do. Make sure you cut it on here rather than on the sheet. Might need an extra one because I've got quite a few foam pads on there. And then to a very special sun, just come in over the top like that. And there we go. So again, a few more ideas for you that you can use all your products that you're getting today in different ways.
Just love how you've done the scoring on that adorable scoreable mat as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like it's gone a bit wonky.
It just brings in that
It's on the sea. It's just sailing around.
Absolutely love it. Love the colours in that as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
And just to see how you can sort of use your fussy cutting to create those layers well. Thank you, Kat. Lovely ideas. So you know it's important information when during the demo Lisa passes me a post-it note. So Lisa has said, please remind people they must add the promo code before checking out. So make sure that you add that promo code LittleBooks10 before checking out. Is that okay? Yeah. We'll remind people again at the end.
So who's guilty?
If you can save
who's
more money.
Who's going to hold their hands up in the comments and say, oh, that was me?
Yeah, if we can save more money, that is what we want. So let's have a last look at our Win It Weekly for this week. So 3 lucky winners at the end of today's show will win one of our adorable scoreboards worth $34.99. All you need to do is like, share and comment the answer to the following question. What year did the first superhero appear in a comic? Was it A, 1947, was it B, 1933, or was it C, 1936? Please make sure you let us know. Also, what's next? Oh, we need to see. Obviously, we have had 10 years of Little Books. So let's take a quick look and see which Little Books are most loved here at Hunky Dory.
Hi, it's Anne-Marie. My favourite little book is The Little Book of Pressed Flowers. I love this one because it is printed onto our Matastic, so it's got that super smooth finish that means that we can go in and add our inks and our stamps to embellish this one even further. It's got those gorgeous pressed flowers featured throughout with beautiful collage elements included as well. It is just absolutely stunning.
Hi, it's Amy. The little book I have chosen is sure to bring a smile to your face. I have chosen the Little Book of Teddy Bears. It is full of cute, cuddly teddy bears showing all kinds of different jobs and hobbies, making it perfect for any occasion.
Hi, it's Dan. My favourite little book ever has to be LBK 114. It's the 14th little book we ever launched back in 2015. And it is 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, and the main reason is this fantastic image of Father Christmas going down the chimney, bringing the presents, and it just makes me think of all those presents that we were hoping to get when we were little at home. It's really hard to get hold of now, so if you've got one of these, congratulations, this is my copy and I am never going to part with it.
Hi, it's Kat, and my favourite little book is... Well, I'm not going to make it that simple. I'm going to be the resident rule breaker and I'm choosing 2. I'm going to go for the Wild West and the Little Book of Highland Cows.
Nat here. My favourite little book has to be the Little Book of Positivity. It's heartwarming, it makes you smile, it's filled with incredible uplifting affirmations, and most of all, it has my favourite song lyric in it. Get on your dancing shoes.
What a lovely way of looking back at some of the little books that we have released here at Hunky Dory. I mean, my only complaint is we were told to pick our favourite little book. Somebody chose 2.
Yeah, well.
Was it such a tough call?
You can't, I said, it's like making me choose between my favourite children and I'm not going to do that. No.
So there you go.
Yeah.
So we hope you enjoyed that. Please do let us know in the comments as well which is your favourite little book. Also, if you head over to the Hunky Dory Hub, our fabulous designers have all chosen their #1 little book as well. So go and check that out and see what they have chosen. But please do put in the comments and we will read some of those out. So next up, we have shown them throughout the show, but we have got your brand new little book Apertures, your Arch and Fancy Edge. So these come in your silver and your gold foiling, both of them for £14.98 or £13.48 if you are a Diamond Club member. Obviously that is before the extra discount that you are going to get. How many did you get in this list? Do you know? Is it 24 of each? Of each, is it? Yeah, so you are getting 24 sheets of each. So 7x5 card fronts in the gorgeous archway and that sort of, what do you call it, fancy edge aperture. So we'll just go through some of the colours that we've got in these as well. So these are your silver. So you've got them in the gorgeous, the white there. So this is all on our adorable scoreable, as you would expect. So all of your sentiment books, the alphabet books, all of those will work perfectly with these colours as well. You can see these are just going to allow you to make super quick but super fancy cards with these frames and the little books as well. All of these different colours, gorgeous, within here. And as you go through, when you pick your images, you'll see some that will fit better within the archway, some within that fancy edge way as well. So 24 in a range of adorable scoreable colours, all foiled in the silver. If you want just the silver, they are £9.99 or £8.99 if you are a Diamond Club member. We do also do the gold. These are on different colourways, because some colours match better, don't they, with gold foiling, and some work better with the silver. Got the gorgeous green there and the blues within here. And it's amazing when if you pop out the centres of these and put your little book pages behind them, how different they can look. Depending on which colour sort of surround you use.
Definitely, just picking up the different tones in them, absolutely. So like the cream ones there, if you use them for the ladybirds that we did in the beginning of the show, they'd still work perfectly, but give you a much kind of lighter vibe to it as well. And like I said, they are going to be perfect for doing things like your shaker cards and stuff with as well. You just need a little bit of acetate at the back and it's going to make it so much easier for you. Yeah,
also really good if you haven't got a die cutting machine, isn't it? And you want your apertures or your, like you say, your shaker cards.
And you've also got the bit that pops out as well.
Yes.
You know, to use.
It's almost like another topper, isn't it, that part as well?
And I'm sure we have toppers that will fit on top of them perfectly if you're wanting to use them on your cards in different ways.
Or if you've got the dies that are similar shapes to those as well. So in the rich gold, again, you are getting the 24 sheets card front in a range of those colours. Again, £9.99 or £8.99 if you are a Diamond Club member. But don't forget, you are saving £5. So if you want the gold and the silver, just £14.98 for those. Then we saw Kat using these earlier in the show, didn't we? Your adorable scoreable match, your A6 colour selection, 60 sheets, and you can see how well they work, the sizing. Your mats and layers are done for you. £8.99 or £8.09 for Diamond Club members. You are getting 30 different colours within here, 2 of each, and you can just see. Is that every colour we do in the adorable scoreable?
Yeah, I think it's the 34 colours.
Is it? Yeah. So every colour in the adorable scoreable you are going to get within these mats as well. Just £8.99 for 60. And as Kat said earlier, perfect as well for your die cutting, your sentiments. If you don't want to cut into your larger A4 sheets, then you can use them for that as well.
Yeah.
Also, another freebie. Free to download on the Hunky Dory Hub. You have got our postcard digi download, and you can see how you can alter the size of those. I mean, that's just needs a little book page, doesn't it?
It
on
does,
there,
yeah,
and
it's
two on the
okay.
other side. So you can visit our hub and download those for free and print them off. Those are so lovely. I think the some of the window ones would look really good on there, wouldn't it? Like almost like the holiday ones.
Yeah,
with that
perfect.
postcard. Lovely if you're doing your scrapbooks as well.
Yeah.
You could download these as well. So make sure you check those out on the Hunky Dory hub. But just a reminder before we go back to Kat for the final demo of the 3 brand new little books we have launched today. 360 pages in total you are getting for just £19.98. So you've got your little book of roses there. You've got your little book of window scenes. And then lastly, your little book of ladybirds. Saving £9.99 by getting all 3 of those. And don't forget, all little books are 3 for 2 on the website. So if you do want to mix and match maybe some of these and some older little books, you can do that as well. Let me just show you these few cards. We did show them earlier, but just a reminder of how people have used those frames. So I love this one because the frame has been used on the top and then the centre part has been used on the bottom there. So that was how Kat was saying you could use both elements on your cards, isn't it? Again, really depends on the colours that you are using as to what it sort of picks out in those images as well. And then that gorgeous one with the roses on. Absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to go over to Kat for our final demo.
Okay, right. So I must admit with this one, I've kind of thrown as many things at it as I possibly can.
Let's do it, that's what we like.
So we're going to do an easel card that's in the book. We're going to use the Aperture frame. We're going to do some pyramage. We're going to extend the images. We're
Sometimes like a game of bingo, isn't it?
It is, yeah, that's what we'll do. So we are throwing everything at it.
Yeah, we're done.
So again, I've started with an 8x6 10-fold card, and we are just going to fold the front down to make an easel. And then I'm going to need 2 matten layers, 1 to 8x6 and 1 to 4x6 for these 2, which I've already done here. But I'm going to bring in from the roses this beautiful page here. I've probably got too many. And I'm going to put 2 together to make a background for the base of my card. So I'm just going to bring in some tape. I've got a bit more masking tape. Remind me to stock up on that before I go to TV. I've got
There's some by the die cutting machine.
Oh, there is. Yes.
Just going back through the comments to look at people's favourite little books. We've got Stained Glass Book of Christmas.
Oh,
The
yes.
stained glass ones are
Stunning.
always, the Little Book of Wizardry.
Oh, that was so popular.
Is that yours, Lisa? Yeah. Love the New Roses one. Little Book of Acorn Wood is my favourite, says Gemma Louise. I love the gnomes.
Not to give anything away, but I am doing a demo on Sunday with the Little Book of Wizardry. We're going to be using something new that's coming up. We're going to be using a new technique that we've shown in the show today, but with a different product. So I don't want to give too much away. I'm trying to whet your appetite,
Well,
so you tune in.
I'm confused.
Yeah, tune in on Sunday.
I will be.
So if you like the techniques that you've seen today, and you like that little bit of wizardry, there you go. So this is to go on here now, but as you can see, it's a little bit, the matten layer on the sides is pretty much bob on, but it's just a little bit too long. I don't think it matters because it's an easel that I need to get it perfectly even. So I'm just going to mark at the bottom here where I'm going to cut that.
Yeah, Michelle said she loved the Twilight series of little books.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Shazzy Card says her favourite book is The Wild West, yeah.
And I think a lot of these that you're mentioning, we still have.
I know.
I'm getting these off. Oh, sorry, my microphone's just dropped off and disconnected.
Oh.
One sec. There we
You
go.
back?
I'm back. You lucky people.
Elaine said the square little book of neon. She's used it all up.
Oh, yes.
Karen liked the little book of Enchanted Winter. Lots of different. It's nice to sort of reminisce, isn't it? And
Yeah, that neon book was stunning.
Fiona
So
says, "How
different.
exciting, Kat! I love cards that have the kitchen sink included."
Yes, this one does pretty much. So we are going to pop that on there. And there is a join, but when we come to add other things to it, you're not really going to notice. And then we are going to take one for this one up here. And again, I'm going to have to trim this down a bit because it's not that traditional size. It's to fit the layer on the top. So I'm just going to mark. I think I can get away with what's on the sides. I can just maybe take a tiny sliver off, but we'll take an even amount from top and bottom. It's literally just like a millimetre, just to make it work. And then I'll take a tiny little slice from this side. But that is the beauty of our trimmer, that you can do that absolutely no problem at all. And so in this case, we are using the little book pages as backgrounds as well. They don't always just have to be the forefront, and I am combining 2 pages out of the same book that I think work perfectly together. So even though the images are so different in there,
Yeah, you can still
there's
use
always
them
some
together.
that you can
Yeah.
work together as well without having to bring in additional pages.
I think it's a
So-
really good way of using it in the background as well, because, you know, if people think, oh, I haven't got any papers that will match that particular image, this is a brilliant way of
doing it.
sort of working
And like
it
I said,
out.
and because you've got 6 of each one, if you can't find one that matches, you can use the actual page to build up the backgrounds
yeah.
and stuff as well, and then just have one main image.
Well, and also like you did with that previous card cut where you use your double scoreable, isn't it?
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
maybe use your trimmer to add some sort of scoring onto there as well.
Oh, there's lots of different things you can do. And don't forget, obviously, it goes through it all in the book, but you know how much I love to score onto and emboss my little book images. Obviously, we can't show you everything in one show today and buff them back as well,
would
and then
be
go
here
with the
all day,
original. We
wouldn't
would, we would. And then go back to the original image. So we've created this easel card. And again, we've used 3 of the sheets, so you've still got another 3 that you can use for something else. So now I'm going to take this design, and as you can see, I think these 2, the colours and stuff, work absolutely perfectly together. So we are going to take one that is going to be our base, and we are just going to use that on the back of the frame here. So if we go in again with a little bit of construction glue around.
Oh, Jackie said she loves the dinosaurs little book. That's one of my
Oh
favourites
yeah, that
as
was
well.
always a big favourite. A cute dinosaur book would be good though. You know, like cute dinosaurs.
Yes, yeah.
Like cartoony ones. So we'll put that behind there. And then what I'm going to do as well now, because this is going to create like the aperture of my card, you don't want this ugly back showing here. But if you take one of your mat and layers, because we know it's designed to be bigger than the size of the little book page, you can use it as your little tool to help keep the back of your card nice and neat. Told you I'm throwing everything at this one.
That's what we like. The kitchen sink will make an appearance.
But that is going to keep that lovely and tidy, so when you've got the back of your card, the easel that's coming over the top, it's still as neat as it can be at the back. So I'm going to take another page now, and I'm only going to use 2 of these designs because I think I'm going to be able to chop into it. Now I want to cut some périmage out of this. I find it's much easier if you back it on to some scrap card first.
Yes.
It keeps it nice and steady instead of having to work with those thin layers, which definitely has its uses in some, but other times it can be a little bit thing. So we want to make sure we've got a nice good tape adhesion to this. And it is just going onto the card for cutting out, so we don't need to worry about it lining up or anything like that. So we can get that on there and it being nice and strong. And then we are going to take Amy's arch nesting dies. and we are going to find the shapes. So I like to take one, miss one, take another, miss one, take another.
Yeah, I
And
think
it
that
gives you
just
enough-
leaves the,
yeah.
the sort of right amount, doesn't it? Of
And we
sort of
know
mat layers.
I've used it on there, so I know I'm not going to go too far. So if we go into the middle of that image on here and line these up.
And this technique is covered in the book as well, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Like I said, I've tried to throw as many things at that were in the book in one demo as possible.
Yeah. And also as well, if you go onto our Hunky Dory YouTube page, you can always type in look for videos with little books, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And then just, you know, watch those shows and look at the ideas that people have done during those.
So we'll take that down. Oh, let's find the plates for here. I've buried everything. We shouldn't need anything super. It's gone a bit thingy again, hasn't it? We'll take that over. The machine seems about 3 miles away.
It does on that desk, doesn't it? I always think that.
Line
Oh,
up.
Catherine says she's supposed to be baking lemon drizzle and flapjacks, but these little books have distracted her.
You see, the baking of the flapjacks are to distract me. Can we have more details? Can you send some in, please? I do love a lemon drizzle.
Yes. Yeah, when I did the craft o'clock at Hobby Maker on Tuesday, we had a discussion about favourite cakes. I quite like a carrot cake.
I do love a carrot cake. Yeah, and I do love a lemon drizzle. I just love cake. There's not many cakes I go, oh no, thank you.
Yeah, I don't like bananas, so I like banana bread.
Yes,
Yeah.
I take it back. I'm a Brit to say, I like bananas when they're just after green. They have like a half a day window between me liking a banana and not liking a banana. So let's go with some foam pads and build these up.
No, that window's non-existent for me.
You don't like them full stop?
No.
Yeah, well, I like you said, once like the cooked into. I don't mind the flavour of banana, like milkshake and sweets and stuff like that. But once they're cooked into stuff and yeah. So I'm with you on that one. Oh, and smoothies, when they're putting smoothies as well,
They're often putting smoothies.
and that
That's
drives me
aren't they?
insane.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter if there's only a small amount in.
Yeah,
if
I
you
can
if you
taste
don't
it.
like something, that's the
Yeah,
only
you know.
taste, isn't it? That pink frame looks so good, doesn't it? It just picks out the colours in that image perfectly.
It does. It works so well. So it's just a case of lining everything back up, just like that. And we'll do 2 on this one. And I'm going to do a little bit of mix and match. I'm going to layer this up again, but then I'm going to put the last layer back indented in one, just so you've got that little bit of eye trickery. Run out of them sizes. Let's go back onto this one. So your pyramage and your invitage are both covered in the book, but you can mix around and do a bit of both on the same one. It's absolutely fine.
Have we still got those dies on the website, Lisa? Do you know?
What was it? The art?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do. I think they're cool.
So we'll
They just
pop
work
that.
so well, don't they, with those
Yeah,
frames?
they're called arched windows.
So straight edge nesting die, the arched windows are the dies that cats use to do that.
And we will pop that one just back on one layer, so this one will sit back inside again. But if you want to bring it out, that's absolutely fine. I've just got rebel vibes today. So we pop that one back in there.
It's going to be a good rest of the day.
I know you're all in for it. I've known Natalie to keep me under control either, so
Oh, dear.
be warned. So we can use this now in the centre here as our main easel part. And then, if I can find it under my mess somewhere, I'm going to take the bit that we popped out, and like we saw on that other card, I'm going to use it as a decorative element on the bottom. So we'll just bring this down somewhere in the centre, so it should line up with that. And then I'm going to go into my bigger book of sentiments. I'm going to pick out the purples just to give it that little bit of a contrast. If I went with the pink onto here, it would be a bit too much. So let me just find one that's going to sit in nice. I think this one will. I think that even though it's mix and matching the shapes, oh, I don't know, maybe the circle will sit in that bit nice. Yes.
It's funny how, isn't it? You put it on there and instantly know,
you know,
that's the,
yeah.
that's the one.
Make sure I do it the right way up. So we will pop that in the centre there just to work as our stepper. And there we go, our everything but the kitchen sink card. But it doesn't look overdone at the same time,
Not
but it's
at
showing that you can use so many different techniques out of the book that you can mix and match them. You've just not got to use one.
Definitely. So
Go
it's
for
showing
it.
you how you can use the little book pages as your background papers, doesn't it?
Yes.
Using those frames
Yep.
and all that layering.
Making
as
an
well.
easel card with them. Yep. Using the both
Gorgeous.
parts of your aperture. We have done it all.
Tick, tick, tick.
Tick, tick, tick.
Thank you, Kat.
You're
That is
welcome.
great. Loads of people, I think, are going to be going through their stashes today and looking at which little books that they have got. So what we need to do now is our Win It Weekly winners. So 3 lucky winners are going to win our adorable scoreboard worth $34.99. The question was, what year did the first superhero appear in a comic? And the answer was, what did you say, Kat?
36.
Well done. The answer was C, 1936. So comic books introduced a superhero in 1936 and just changed pop culture forever. The Phantom was created by Lee Falk and debuted in a newspaper strip in 1936. And although there'd been previous magazines about other heroes in the past, the Phantom was the first of its kind and definitely paved the way for other iconic superheroes to be published.
But even that, though, it's how it's not aged. That could be the front of a comic today, and
Definitely.
it's still very relevant.
I'd like to know, 1936, how much that would be worth now.
Yeah.
There are collectors, aren't there, of...
Well, I did actually find,
Oh.
I was looking for a picture yesterday,
yeah.
a PDF download on Google of the whole comic book.
Oh, wow.
It would
Oh.
also make a little book of superheroes. That would be a good one.
Yes. Or like comic sort of imagery strips.
Yeah.
There you go. Gosh, we're going to have to
We're
create
giving you
our own
loads
list,
of
aren't
ideas
we?
here.
So we have got 3 lucky winners.
On screen.
Thank you. They are Laurel Gorston, Ian Reid and Karen Milne. If you just send us a quick email with your details and we will get those scoreboards sent out to you. Congratulations. What a lovely way to end the week, isn't it?
It is.
To win a prize from here. So let us know and we will get those sent out to you. But next up, it's one of my favourites. It's Spin the Wheel. I said, and then I can pretend I'm like a game show host. So trying to keep the balloons in. Oh gosh, there we go. It's everything. There we go. We're all in. So we'll spin the wheel first, but we'll ask you the question. So it is International Harry Potter Day.
How did I not
Did
know
we
this
not know this?
information? No, I did not.
There we go. Another reason to get your little book of wizardry out, isn't it?
Yes.
So if you found out you could wield magic, what would be the first spell you'd learn? Oh, let us know in the comments. Let's see what the prize is going to be. Is that a topper collection? Yeah, a topper collection of your choice. So put in the comments and you will be in with a chance to win that. Kat, give us your best magic. What was the first spell you'd learn?
A good girl and not using it for for naughty things, then it'd have to be some kind of cleaning, self-tidying spell.
That was my first one
Yeah.
as well. Yeah, possibly washing up.
Yes, yeah, just general cleaning and tidying. Just do the housework for
Just
myself.
think, how much time would that save?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
then if I was being a bit naughty, it would be make country music stars fall in love with me spell.
There you go. All at once.
All at once. Bring them on.
What about you, Lisa?
Like to summon things.
Oh, okay, such as?
Well, I really wanted an ice pop the other day.
Yeah.
I was led in bed and I didn't want to go and get the ice pop.
Did you have one in the house?
Yeah. So if I could have just summoned an ice pop from my freezer.
Just
my
to like...
Dude, that spell is in Harry Potter though, isn't it? Where he
What?
brings it, where he gets the broom to him.
Yes. So yeah, that would 100% be.
That would be
I'm
nice.
lazy.
No, you're not. What have we got on here? Oh, Hayley says free hunky-dory stuff.
Yes.
That would be a good one. Linda says housework spell. Lynn Taylor says reverse time. That's an interesting one, isn't
Yes.
it?
Yeah. Yeah, there are things I would like to go back and redo. Definitely.
Differently or just to relive them?
Both. Let's be honest. Yeah.
A spell that would do the ironing, a never-ending size craft room. I mean, I think we all would like that, wouldn't we? Carol says getting up to mischief without anyone knowing it was her.
Yeah, like that idea.
That would be a good one. Shazzy Card says she make all of my favourite foods low calorie.
Ooh,
That would be a
no
really-
calorie.
No
if you're
calorie,
If you're
yeah.
going to use
Not
it, let's just
no.
go no calorie.
Definitely. Let's have a look. To clean the kids' rooms.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
A spell to make the kids listen to me. That would be a good one.
Yes. Yeah, and there's a few on here for to become invisible.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know if I'd like that.
I don't know. It'd have its uses as long as you could turn it on and off when you need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think definitely, to make people better if they're poorly. All those sort of...
Oh, yes.
But, a few people have put that on there as well. Oh, lots of ideas. Lisa, we got a winner.
Yes. Sorry, 1 second.
Did that sound convincing?
No, I'm not sure.
My comments were going crazy.
Oh.
I couldn't keep up, but I picked Claire O'Donnell,
Claire O'Donnell on Facebook.
and she would choose to travel back in time.
To travel back in time. But I'd like to travel back like before I was born, even like the 1920s or
Yes.
those sort of eras as well, just to sort of pop in and out and just to see what it was like. So congratulations to you again. If you drop us a message, let us know which topper collection you would like and we will get that sent out to you. Coming up next up on Hobby Maker, join Kat this Sunday.
It is, yes.
She will be live at 1 p.m. with new little book box frames. It sounds exciting.
It is, yes.
4 p.m. with sporting pastimes, and then 6 p.m. with a roundup of the Little Books anniversary. So that'll be really good, won't it? All the different products that have been launched for the Little Books anniversary.
Yeah, and we can mix and match and have a good play.
Throw everything at
More
it again.
kitchen sink cards.
Lovely.
Yeah, let's do that.
And next up here on Hunky Dory TV, join myself and Anne-Marie. We'll be back on Tuesday because in the UK it is a bank holiday on Monday. So join us on Tuesday at 10 a.m. to continue the anniversary celebrations with our new picket fence card blanks. Anne-Marie had them yesterday on Hobby Maker. So if you saw those or if you haven't seen them yet, please make sure you tune in on Tuesday. But thank you for joining us. We hope you've enjoyed today's show and all of the shows this week. Have a lovely weekend and we will see you bright and early 10 a.m. on Tuesday.